microphone. It is on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Stage Arts Education and Performance Gallery, dedicated to seeking light through sound. Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. That's what we're talking about. Welcome, citizens of the universe. Welcome to the World Stage, located in Leimert Park, Africa Town, Sankofa City, the Village. However you choose to use a verbal description of this enchanted area. But that's where we are. Why aren't you here? Make some noise in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful people, beautiful people. We're going to start this show right now with big energy. Before I do that, I just want to remind you, please check our social media platforms so you can see all the wonderful things that go on in the World Stage, a community-based, I like to call it church house, y'all. There's a lot of healing going on in here. It is a hospital, and we are so fortunate to have these healers in the house tonight. So, without further ado, are we ready? Yeah. I'd like to introduce the astonishing Ben Williams. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Ben Williams and the Legion of Healers. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
All right, good evening. How you guys doing? Yes, thank you so much for coming out. It's always a pleasure being here at the World Stage. I know this place means a lot to the community, to Los Angeles, to the world. I have a lot of good friends and a lot of great musicians that have come through this space. And, I think it is very appropriately titled World Stage because this has launched the careers of a lot of musicians who are now on the world stage. People like Kamasi Washington, Terrace Martin, they learn how to play here. So, we don't take this space for granted. So let me introduce this band you're listening to. These are incredible musicians, some of the best musicians in LA right now, but actually we all met in New York. We are all New York transplants or refugees, however you want to feel about it. So starting on the drums, we go back many years. He's played in my band for a number of years, and we've both played in other folks' bands, and just done a lot of touring and playing together. Please give it up on the drums, Mr. John Davis. And on the guitar, one of my favorite and one of the most exceptional guitarists out here in the scene right now. If you're checking out any good music anywhere in LA or around the world, you've probably seen him already. But please give it up for Mr. Andrew Renfro on the guitar. And on the vibraphone, just one of the great young voices that are coming up in the world of jazz and beyond. She's also the newest transplant from New York. So y'all give her a warm LA welcome. Please give it up for Miss Sasha Berliner on the vibraphone. And as they mentioned, my name is Ben Williams. Thank you so much. All right. We're gonna get to some music. Got some original music. We're gonna make sure we take care of y'all. We got to come correct. This is the world stage. We're gonna start with an original of mine titled November. Thank you very much. Welcome to those who just joined us. Thank you for coming out to the world stage. Um, we are very happy to be here. It's always a pleasure playing in this space. As I mentioned before, you know, it's such an important, an important space in the community, and you know, so many great musicians have played here and continue to play here. So we thank y'all for coming out and supporting live music always. So yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Indeed. And I think it's a nice handful of people that just came in. I feel like I need to reintroduce the band because you need to remember all these names if you don't know them already. On the drums, Mr. John Davis. On the guitar, please give it up for Andrew Renfro. On the vibraphone, Miss Sasha Berliner. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that first tune was an original composition entitled November. That was actually a tune I wrote while I was in school. And, you know, we had assignments we had to write for a composition class. And that was an assignment. And I wrote it in November 2008. And, when the president before the last one was elected. And, you know, obviously it was a very inspiring moment for the country. Well, for, I guess, half of the country. More than half, at least half. That's why he was there, right? Yeah. You know, but we went through some changes. And, you know, I know we got another November coming up. So, yeah, whatever you do, do that. Exactly. Whatever you do, that's right. So we're going to continue with, this is another original composition from my first album. That tune was also from my first release entitled State of Art. This is another composition. Actually, I wrote this in school too. This is one of my first compositions I ever wrote. And, you know, kind of listening to older songs that you wrote, you know, not that I've been around that long, but, you know, just long enough to start thinking about, you know, looking back on older compositions, and I can hear where, like, what I was listening to at the time, you know. I can almost see what I was wearing probably when I wrote it. And yeah, I was probably listening to a lot of Jill Scott and also like Ahmad Jamal. So, you know, yeah, exactly. I love a lot of different styles of music, and, you know, they sort of all come together. So this song is original composition entitled The Dawn of a New Day. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for all of those who are watching live stream. I don't know where the cameras are, but hello. Thank you for tuning in or whatever you call it, streaming in. This is actually the first time this particular band has played together. So, yeah, we might have to do this a few more times, right? And yeah, give it up for. So we're going to continue with. This is like a few layers to this next song. So this is a song written by the great Buster Williams. You guys hip to Buster Williams, right? You know, he's actually met Buster when I was about 13 or maybe younger than that. And, you know, I was just blown away. You know, I never heard anybody, you know, I'd only been playing bass for a couple of years at that point, but already I just knew whatever he was doing, it was special. And I actually met him, I grew up in D.C., and we used to have this jazz festival called the East Coast Jazz Festival that, you know, they used to have like student bands that played there. So I was one of those students that were in one of those bands. And it was really cool. It was inside of a hotel. So, you know, we got to like mix and mingle with other students, but as well as like all the professional bands that were playing there. So I got to meet people like Buster Williams. And, you know, he was just so generous. And I remember him giving me a lesson. I like went to his room. And, you know, I tried to play a little blues or whatever whatever little bit I knew at that time. And he took out his bass. You know, he had that big bass with the wide shoulders. And I was already like, damn, you know, look at his bass. And then he started playing. And just to feel that vibration, you know, I'm sure like I was just transformed at a cellular level at that point, you know, just watching him and listening to him play. So at that time, he had a band called Something More, and he had this amazing vibraphonist that was playing in that band. It was a gentleman by the name of Stefan Harris. I'm sure you guys are hip to Stefan Harris. I see Sasha here. At one point studied with Stefan. And so he, you know, he was a very, just a beautiful spirit. And, you know, Stefan, if anybody, any of you guys know Stefan, there's one thing that he always it does is, you know, give, you know, educate. He's very, very passionate about educating the young musicians. And, you know, not just by rote, but by example, like, you know, really teaching us about the culture of the music, about the community, about the brother and sisterhood of the bandstand. And I remember Stefan, you know, he would come to the jam sessions. You know, it would be like a bunch of kids at these jam sessions. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, but it was cool. We were inside a hotel, so it was Gucci. You know, our parents were right there. And I remember him coming up to me. I was probably like 13 years old, and he's like, man, you sound great, man. I really hear where this is going. He's like, you know, if you move to New York one day, I'm gonna make sure to find you, and you know, we got to play together. And I was like, wow, you know, that just meant so much, and just kept me inspired. So fast forward a few years later, 2007, I had already graduated from undergrad, and I went to grad school at Juilliard. And, you know, I was in New York City, and, you know, one of the first things that happened, I got together with Stefan, and he hired me to be in his band. And, you know, the thing about conceptually, his music, you know, the way he approaches music conceptually is very much about like the synergy on stage, and having a band, like a real true band, was like very important to him. So, it wasn't just like getting hired to do a gig, It was like, no, you're in the band. I was probably like 24, 25 at the time. Very little experience, but he saw something in me at that point, and he wanted me to be in his band. It was called Blackout. So I had been a member of that band. Still to this day, I still perform with that band. And, it was just an extraordinary group. It was Terry on Gully on drums. Of course, Stefan Harris on vibraphone and marimba. The great Mark Carey played piano and keyboards. And there was just an out-of-this-world saxophonist and vocoder player that was also in the band, a gentleman by the name of Casey Benjamin. And I'm sure most of you probably already know, we unfortunately lost Casey just, I think, a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago. And, so I wanted to make sure I gave him some tribute this evening. And this is a song that, it was written by Buster, but we used to play this in the band a lot with the Blackout Band. And Casey would sing this through the vocoder. So we're going to play this tune written by Buster, as I was introduced to it through Stefan Harris and Blackout. And we're going to dedicate this to Casey Benjamin. So this is called Christina. Thank you, thank you. Rest in peace, Casey Benjamin. We love you. Speaking of the vibraphone, this is kind of a theme tonight. We're going to do another composition. This one is entitled Mantara. This is written by the late great Bobby Hutcherson. And what you? Thank y'all so much. I think we have, I think we're out of time. Oh, we got more time? Okay, you tell us. We could play all night, but I know people got jobs in the morning, you know. Tomorrow's Saturday. See, clearly I don't have one of those jobs. Okay, I think we have time for one more. But before we get out of here, I just want to thank you all for coming out to the world stage. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out to hear some live music. You know, it's a very important thing to support the arts, and you're doing it just what you're doing now. Just coming out and bringing people with you, and you know, making sure you spread the word. You know, that's how we keep this thing alive. It's not rocket science. So, you know, when things disappear, you know, we're all this is an ecosystem. You know, I think we all just got to do our little bit of part. You know, what's the saying? You know, if everybody does a little, nobody has to do a lot. So, there you go. Once again, Mr. John Davis on the drums. Mr. Andrew Renfro on the guitar. Miss Sasha Berliner on the vibraphone. Give it up. All right, we're going to close the set with this is a song written by one of my all-time favorite composers. It's actually a traditional song that he arranged, and it's, you know, is another one of the greats that we lost fairly recently within the last year, I believe. I'm speaking of the one and only Wayne Shorter. You can make as much noise as you want for Wayne Shorter. You know, he was a gift to the world, a gift to the universe, and you know, we're all just so inspired by all the work he left us, and just the vibe and energy that he just blessed us with. So we're gonna close the set with a song that he arranged. It's a traditional song. It's called Oriental Folk Song, and we hope you enjoy it.
Did you hear voices? Oh, truly angels are singing. Thank you so very much. Let's put our hands together one more time. Ben Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, stand on your feet. Get on up. Did you feel the vibration? Did you receive your healing? You have had surgery, citizens of the universe, in the World Stage Medical Center. Yes, bless all of you, each and every one of you. The surgeons are in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If our live stream is still going, thank you for visiting us. Please be here, but you can come in person, 8:30. Please, every Friday, feel yourself. Come be yourself. Come join us at the World Stage. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Safe driving. We do have some events coming up that'll be blessing the community. We do have this Leimert Park Jazz Festival coming up. And we do have our own one and only Diane Robinson in the house. Do you have palm cards, darling? You have any? She'll be passing out palm cards. And we are...
You really got to be some kind of nut. I can't use it. Trying to make it real compared to what? Come on, yeah. Come on, Nick.